If this message is finding you and you resonate with the energy, oof, is what I will start with. It feels like you've been going through it, feeling a little bit disappointed. There's been a lot of fallen cups here with the Five of Cups and the Nine of Swords, things that have been leaving you sort of anxious, perhaps depressed, just feeling like things have been working against you is really the energy that's coming through. And I strongly feel this energy of somebody has done you dirty. There was like, I'm hearing like empty promises or empty commitments, or somebody that like got you invested in a situation or in them directly, or you got sold an opportunity and then it just ended up not being what you were told it was going to be. And this left you very heartbroken because you got your hopes up for something that ended up not being what was sold to you again. And there is something here though about like you taking this and transmuting it, you transmuter you, good for you, where you're like, okay, fine, like you're not going to give me what it is that you said you're going to give me. I'm going to go find it from somewhere else, or I'm going to go get it from something else, or I'm going to go find, this connection with somebody else, right? Because you're a master manifester, you're a magician, you can, and realized that you have all the tools at your disposal to call in these changes. So again, it's kind of like, yes, this has been disappointing. I'm feeling like this heaviness, this hurt, but it's almost like you just kind of moved on and you're like, okay, fine, like I'll go elsewhere. I'll take my talents, my gifts, my abilities elsewhere, because I know that I'm on my way to somebody, something, some situation that is going to appreciate and recognize all that I do, or all that I can provide. And so it's like you've really shifted your focus recently. And again, I sense that this has not been an easy process for you. While yes, you've kind of grabbed yourself by the bootstraps and picked yourself back up and started to continue on and continue forward, there is still this pain that's lingering. And I do feel the sense that you are going to be moving yourself out of this difficulty, this difficult situation, this mental torment and trap that you've been in. And it feels like you've kind of taken on this responsibility to cut out anything that's no longer serving you. Because I feel like you felt cut out. And so you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to overextend myself then for these external things. I'm going to pour all of that attention to myself. And so maybe you feel a little bit cold-hearted at times with some of the decisions you're making, but I do feel like this is what's leading you to more balance. Like you have gained certain levels of awareness over what you have control over who it is that you are, what you want to be, what you want to call in through this process. And that's what's moving you out of the situation. We have the Six of Swords here. It's like you're going to be soon arriving. Like usually the Six of Swords is showing you like leaving. This card is kind of giving me like you've arrived at your destination. You're arriving to your destination, the place that you have actually been actively pursuing and wanting, and that maybe for a moment you thought this situation, this person, this thing was going to provide, and so when it didn't, again, that caused a lot of hurt. But you know that you're still on your way. You know that this is still manifesting into your reality. Perhaps there's just been some delays or redirections because there was a lesson that needed to be gained here. I do feel like summertime is going to be very significant for this collective, so look forward to, I'm hearing like fun in the sun. Like I just feel like this is going to be somewhat resolved. There could even be reconciliation for some of you, like this person situation coming back around, trying to reconcile with you for what has transpired, trying to pick things back up sort of energy, okay? But other than that, I mean, I just feel like you're about to be so abundant in your own energy for what you're able to provide for yourself. And it's kind of like the energy of, well, fine, I don't need you, I can do it myself. But I don't want to promote like toxic independence either. But this is just you really taking your power and knowing that you are capable of achieving your goals. You are still aligned with this abundance, aligned with this like self-sufficiency, being able to provide for yourself, knowing that you have the backing from the divine, from your guides, from your angels, and then of course like calling in support as you need it as well. But we have the Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords also, so it's like, again, you kind of chosen to not put up a fight with some of these energies, not try to convince this situation to work in your favor. Again, just letting go of this, walking away from any of the conflict, knowing that you have the capability to, again, provide yourself clarity over the situation, their inaction or their lack of being able to follow through on a promise or being able to provide you with what it is that they said they were going to provide you is kind of like the clarity and the answer that you needed in order for you to move forward. And so that's what you're doing. And it's funny with the Five of Cups, I've never noticed on this card before, but there's like all these different designs, like all of the different symbols here. So I do feel like you're falling into more health, more abundance, with what's on here. And then there's also like a Disneyland castle. So maybe Disney is important or significant for this collective as well. Okay. But yeah, expect either, I'm hearing like for some of you, expect an apology, expect somebody to try to reach back out to you. But for others of you, it's like you're just moving on because you know that you are deserving of your manifestations. And like, again, their inability to provide this to you is clarity enough for you to just move forward. And know that, you know, you're still well on your way. Like, yes, this feels like a setback, but you're still in alignment. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, with the Two of Swords, feeling a little bit at a crossroads. Oh my gosh, just had a cough attack. So coughing, significance, throat chakra, somebody speaking up, you needing to speak up. Maybe you spoke up against this. That's what's causing these kind of tension or causing this energy to shift, okay? But you have the Hanged Man and the Lovers. So it's like, perhaps right now you feel like you can't move. Perhaps right now you can't see yourself past this like stalemate, knowing like what direction or how you're going to resolve this. You just know that you're going to, though. You just know that you're falling into union. And it's okay that you're kind of in this waiting period because they feel like you're tuning into yourself more. You're, again, understanding your gifts, understanding your power, that you are still capable, that you are still aligned, even when it doesn't look like it in your surroundings. And so you're kind of just hanging here, waiting for the next step, waiting to be let out of the waiting room. But there's value here because you're gaining, again, more knowledge, more discernment, more understanding over your path and where you're headed. But you're definitely falling into union by you choosing yourself, choosing self-love over everything. Again, I feel like you chose yourself by walking away from this situation. Or even if you felt like you didn't have the option because it was kind of like taken away from you, perhaps, like if this is a person that like separated themselves or walked away from you or couldn't, again, offer you what it is that they were promising to you, even though at times like it may feel like this was taken from you, by you not like clamoring over this or harping over this or trying to like beg for this to stay, that is still you choosing yourself, okay? So you still need to be patting yourself on the back for making those choices in love for yourself. Okay, last message, please. You're about to be moved out of your situation, possibly physical moves for some of you as well. So pack your bags, get ready for some travel, get ready for more travel too. I think, again, with the summer being significant here, it's like you may be taking like unexpected travel, but you may be receiving some communication that is going to provide you all of these options that you know are coming and that you know are available to you. Just because you can't see it because you've been crying, you've been up at night, you've been losing sleep over this issue, deep down, you know that you are a magician. You know that you can transmute any energy into benefiting your situation, your circumstances, and that you're soon going to be provided more than enough options, more than enough like contenders. Like this is like giving bachelorette, okay? So you're going to have plentiful options here, and it's because this thing didn't work out. And I'm getting the sense for a lot of you that by the time this situation returns or tries to reconcile with you, it's going to be too late because you're moving on. You chose yourself. You're falling into more love. You're falling into more abundance. I love that for you.